Welcome to Business Middle East. In this episode, we look at how the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, AIIB, is attracting the world. In its efforts to gain more economic clout, China has attracted 57 countries for the establishment of the AIIB for financing development projects. Global membership was welcomed by Beijing. However, Washington criticized certain aspects of the project and distanced itself from participating. Major economic powers were quick to join the project, which raised questions about the effectiveness of the International Monetary Fund. At the same time, some believe Beijing may have the ability to change the pole of global economic decisions. So what's the view from the US and the IMF?
57 countries will work together to set up the rules and regulations of the AIIB Bank, which is based in Beijing. They will do so with a budget of $50 billion. The main goal of this project is to provide financial support for the construction of roads, railways, airports and other infrastructure projects in Asia. The founding members can formulate management rules, set the framework and make decisions. Associate members will have the right to vote on the bank's decisions. 7 Arab nations have joined the bank: Egypt as a founder member, and the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Jordan, Oman and Kuwait as associate members. 17 countries inside the European Union rushed to apply for the status as founder member, most notably France, Germany, the UK, Italy and Portugal. There have been reports claiming the AIIB could become a rival to the World Bank and the AIIB, the Asian Development Bank, which is dominated by the US and Japan.
The world expects these countries who have decided to join, expect that the institution will be governed well, that it will be governed by the high standards that are applied elsewhere in other international financial institutions. That's still to be worked out.
The Obama administration tried hard to delegitimize and marginalize the AIIB and failed spectacularly. This comes on top of the opposition of the Republicans in Congress to major reforms of the IMF, which would give China a greater voice in the fund. It is not clear how the US could turn this major diplomatic defeat into something meaningful in the months ahead. Stefan Grobe for Business Middle East, Washington.
Different views on the AIIB Bank. Some see it as a challenge to the World Bank and IMF. Others believe it's an important step for the Chinese yuan and is an expected evolution for the Asian continent. For further analysis on this issue, joining us is Noor Al-Din Al-Hamouri, Chief Market Strategist at ADS Securities in Abu Dhabi. Hello, Noor. What's the importance of establishing AIIB for China? How could it compete with the IMF and the World Bank?
The significance of this bank is that it will finance the extensive projects in Asia which support sustainable development. The concept of the bank is to fill the massive investment gap in the infrastructure sector. Competing with the IMF will be significant, but it won't be easy. But the new bank capital is also massive, and it might finance the Asian projects more than the IMF.
US allies, especially the Europeans, were quick to become founding members, despite warnings from Washington. How do you interpret this?
The number of countries which joined shows the amount of interest in the Asian market and the interest in a strong currency, rather than a secured currency. The US is trying to stay as a leader, but at the same time, China is trying to take the lead as well. Moreover, the concept of the bank may reduce the share of the IMF in the region. In addition, the European countries are looking for their investment share in these projects to support their fragile economies.
قدر الإمكان في الوقت الحالي على الأقل أن تحصل على حصة من الاستثمارات المتواجدة في تلك المنطقة لدعم اقتصاداتها.
What are the expected trends of the Chinese yuan after the implementation of this bank?
Of course, it's positive for China and the region at the same time, due to its rating. The demand on the Chinese yen as a strong currency is likely to increase over time, which will also increase the yen rating globally.
Seven Arab nations have become members of the AIIB, among them Egypt as a founder. What benefits might that accrue to the region?
The MENA region, the Middle East and North Africa, may benefit from financing new infrastructure projects which are needed in the region. Some of these projects will be built in the founding countries of the bank, and that will increase the possibility for new external investments.
Thank you, Noor, for joining us. That's all for now. Send us your comments and suggestions via Euronews social media networks. From the Business Middle East team and I, have a nice week.